Hi and welcome to Old School Blues Guitar. It is time for the classic solo lesson for the months of July through September 2020. This time around I've chosen another one of my favorite solos, this one by Hubert Sumlin. And this is from the song I Walked to Dallas, Howlin' Wolf song. And the guitar in this is just fantastic, from the introduction, the turnarounds that Hubert Sumlin plays, the fills, double stops, all kinds of crazy single string runs, and this is a great old school guitar blues guitar song. What I'm going to do is take you through the solo, and I'm not going to play the whole thing through. I don't have a backing track, and it's just hard for me to play it. I'll try to play it at the end when I'm done. I'll play it slowly all the way through, but what I'm going to do is just take it phrase by phrase. Most of it I think I've got note for note. Some of it I've got some questions on. And again, if you're new to my videos, I don't claim to know everything or have figured out everything. What I'm trying to do is discuss these songs and see, just show you what I've learned, and if anyone else can figure out parts or show me something I played wrong, then we all learn something. So anyway, let's start with I Walked to Dallas. And I tried to get my guitar to sound a little Hubert-y. Hubert Sumlin had one of the most unique tones of any of the old school electric bluesmen, and he played a gold top for a while, Les Paul gold top. He also had some strange like National guitars that Howlin' Wolf bought him. He also played with his bare fingers, and I'm not very good at that. I'm trying to learn some of that for acoustic, but not so much for electric. So I'm going to use a flat pick, and the trick I use to try to sound a little bit like Hubert is I take my Stratocaster and I put it out of position. I put it on the second position from the bottom. If you're moving the switch up, down, go all the way to the bottom and just move it up half a tick. And that's kind of an in-between position. Your guitar will sound like this. Here it is in the last position. Here it is in between. And then what I do is I take my pick, and I still use a pick, but I try to pick with both the plastic end of the pick and a little bit of the skin of my thumb. And that creates a little bit of that Hubert sound. I'm not claiming to sound like him. Everyone sounds like themselves. It's really hard to sound just like somebody else. I don't even think you should try to create your own sound. But if you're like me and you really love the Hubert Sumlin sound, sometimes it's fun to play like that. So anyway, let's go through this. So the solo starts out with a lick like this. That's the first lick. I'm trying to get my volume turned up. I don't want to get a hum out of my amp, but I want it loud enough where you can, whoops, wrong switch. I want it loud enough you can hear it. So one more time. So he does this climb. We're in the first position, blues box. The song is in the key of A. And I'm doing this climb from the 5th to the 6th fret of the 3rd string. 5-7 on the 2nd string. He kind of lets that ring a little bit. I don't think he's playing on the 2nd string or doing anything, and he doesn't sound like a bend. It just sounds like, just kind of lets it hang, and then he does one of these typical Hubert Sumlin bends on the 7th fret of the 3rd string. Bends and holds it, maybe a little vibrato in there, and that's the first lick, the first phrase. And then he does this really cool single string run. And what he's doing is just first position blues box. I'm going from the 8th fret of the 2nd string to the 7th fret, and then to the 5th fret of the 3rd string, to the 7th fret of the 4th string, 7th fret of the 3rd string, and then I'm getting the 5th fret of the 3rd string with a little bend and a little vibrato. Whoops. Very cool. So the whole solo so far we've got he does this. Really cool stuff. So let's focus on this part. He's just going to an A7th, an D7th shaped A7th chord. And I've got my first finger on the 8th fret of the 2nd string, ring finger on the 9th fret of the 1st string, and my second finger on the 9th fret of the 3rd string. How much he gets the 2nd string on this, it's kind of hard to tell. He slides. Something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. He holds it. And then right before the end of the bar, he's going to slide all the way up to the 17th fret of the 1st string, which is your A. It's an A note. You're right at the top or the bottom of the A first position blues box up on the neck, 17th to 19th frets. So he does this. Then he goes 15th fret of the 1st string, 17th fret of the 2nd string. He's going to bend on the 15th fret of the 2nd string. I'm using a 3-fingered bend with my first finger on the 13th fret. Something like that with a pull-off. So the whole thing. Very cool. This scale, that is an A7th, like double stop. And you've got this little scale that you can play in that position. So right up, based on that double stop. So he does. Then right away, he's going to come back and put a bend, and then another one. And he does this quick lick. Something like that. Check the tab, listen to the original. He's just doing a quick lick between the third fret. We're in the first position blues box, the 3rd string. And a quick pull off from the 7th to the 5th fret on the 4th string. And he winds up on the 5th string, 7th fret. So we got this. Something like that. And then he goes back here. Something like that. So check the tab. We're just bending up on the 7th fret of the 3rd string, bringing it down, and it sounds to me like 5th fret of the 3rd string. Sometimes you could do this with a little trill, but that's not what he's doing. He's bending that 5th fret of the 3rd string slightly and putting some vibrato in there. That's typical Hubert Sumlin. So we got this. And then real quick, he's doing this lick over the A7th bar chord or the first position blues box. I'm starting from the 5th fret of the 3rd string. Check the tab on this. That lick right there is one I'm not sure exactly what he's doing. Given where my fingers end up and how fast he plays it, I'm guessing he's making a double stop, an A7 double stop. Got my second finger on the 8th fret of the 2nd string, ring finger on the 9th fret of the 3rd string, and then sliding it quickly down the neck. Listen to the original, see if you think he's doing something different. That's one of those little Hubert things. It's kind of hard to pinpoint exactly what he's doing. So we got this. And then to go to the 5, he just does this little double stop, which is my first finger on the 7th fret of the 1st string, ring finger on the 9th fret of the 2nd string. Throughout the song, he does these fill licks where he plays. which are really cool, and it's just over that second position E bar chord, the double stop, 10th fret of the first string, then he slides down from the 12th fret of the first string. Now in the solo, as we get to the end of the solo, he just plays this. 3, 4. Something like that. Can't remember exactly. Check the tab. He either does a trill or one of those again. So what I'm doing is sliding over the 5, 3, 4. I'm doing the same lick now over the 4, second position bar chord, which is a D. And then I'm doing this descending lick, which is pretty simple, just a typical. A little tricky, he plays the 7th fret of the 3rd string twice. It either goes there or, I can't remember right now, I don't have the tab in front of me, I'm just doing this from memory. So one more time slowly, this last part, he gets over the 5, 2, 3, 4. And then right here, he does something like this. One of those little licks. Can't remember exactly, check the tab, listen to the song. Something like that. And then he ends it up with a quick descending bass line on the 5th string. This is really over the E7, a C7 shaped E7, 5, 6, 7. And then very quickly, he does another one of these crazy slides, and I think he's going to the 17th fret, 1st and 2nd strings, and just very quickly playing that. The timing on that is tough. 2, 3. Listen to the original, and if you want to play this exactly, play this exact song the way he does it, then you have to get the timing down on that. But that's what he's playing. So let's take it all the way one more time from the 5. I'll try to play it real slow. This is tricky. It takes a second to move your hand here. Whoops. And you have to listen. If you want to play this note for note like Hubert does on the original, then you're going to have to work on that timing. I'm just showing you what he's playing here. And these lessons are more for you to get ideas that you can work into your own playing than they are for you to actually play the song note for note. That's why I don't worry a ton about the timing. So anyway, that's it. Let's play the whole solo all the way through, slowly, no backing track. I'll do my best to keep the time. It's hard because I'm also trying to remember exactly what's played here. Here we go. There we go. That's what I got for you. So look through that song. All kinds of great ideas. These double stops. That alone, a cool idea. Just changing, going from the first position blues box to the high A. All kinds of cool stuff going on there. Some of these single string runs. Really typical Hubert Sumlin type things. Those runs there got to listen to over and over again, trying to see exactly what he's playing. He plays some of those so fast, it's hard to pick it up sometimes. And then just some of these simple ideas. What's another one? The bends. That's one of the coolest parts about Hubert Sumlin's playing is the way he just holds those bends. And he doesn't need to play a bunch of notes, a lot like B.B. King or Albert King. All right, so that is my solo lesson. Call it a lesson, but it's more like a discussion, going through these great songs and these great solos and licks and seeing if we can figure out what's being played. And the real benefit of this, again, is just learning different licks and learning different ideas and using these licks and ideas to help you understand the fretboard, especially in the context of 1950s and 1960s electric blues, what I call old school electric blues. I'll be back again sometime between October and December. I'll pick another great solo and we'll go through it note for note, try to figure it out. If you have any requests, see my website. I'll try to honor the request. It depends how busy I am. If I'm really busy, I just do what I want to do. If I have time, I'll try to figure out some things that I don't know. It's just kind of a hit or miss thing right now. So I'll be back. I'll have something for you. And until then, take care. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Make sure you listen to the original song, I Walk to Dallas by Howlin' Wolf with Hubert Sumlin on guitar. See you later.